Hey gamers, welcome to the Part-Time Gamers Club, where we game part-time but support gaming all the time. For those of you tuning back in, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. And if it's your first time here, welcome to the crew. I'm Gio. Alongside me is Gerard and Mike. And on today's episode, we're going to be speaking about Call of Duty Black Ops 6 multiplayer trailer. Let's get to it.
Recently in Washington, D.C., we had a Call of Duty Next showcase going on where they did a huge reveal trailer for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. And they showed the multiplayer. Also invited a whole bunch of YouTubers to play the multiplayer, as well as zombies. What are you guys' first impressions seeing the trailer and any sneak peeks you saw on the streaming side?
So,
You go to.
I got you. So for me, I found the multiplayer pretty exciting. It looked very dynamic with the Omni movement. I liked how it felt different. It felt like it was something new and creative for the first time in a Call of Duty multiplayer in a long time. So I was excited about that. I did like how zombies looked also. You guys know I'm not really a big zombies player. Nothing against it. I just wasn't big in that PvE aspect of Call of Duty. I was more focused on multiplayer. But I really liked how the zombie looked also. It looked very intense, engaging for me as a person that isn't big on that. So I'm looking forward to it. This is going to be the first Call of Duty in a long time that I'm actually hyped for.
What
Yeah,
about
I
you,
agree
Mike?
with you.
Eh.
I do agree with you. The trailer, it definitely hits good. I'm looking forward. I was gonna get it anyway. I think that was the plan for me to get into another Call of Duty game. But this just kind of reinforces my reasoning behind going to buy another one. Because I don't know the last Call of Duty game I bought, but like Gio said, the army movement, the movement looks good. It looks the new maps. It looks a lot smoother, and that's what I'm hoping to get out of it. Because I think the last one I played, I just didn't feel the movement was smooth. Maybe it just was meant that way, but because coming playing from other shooter type games, maybe I expected it different. But this one actually looks smooth. But I am looking for it. And the zombie games, I don't really I play it, but it's never my forte. So I don't know. It does look good, but maybe I'll dabble in it and see how it is.
No. And Mike brought up a good point about omnidirectional. We saw omnidirectional in the single player showcase earlier in the Xbox showcase. If you haven't seen that already, gamers, go back and watch that podcast. But the omnidirectional is being brought into multiplayer as well as zombies, so they look like they're going to bring it into all game modes, including Warfare or Warzone as well. What are you guys' thoughts on the movement change? Because this is a radically different change for multiplayer. So, what are you guys' thoughts on that? Starting with
Uh,
Mike
I
this time.
I think it's actually would be beneficial to bring into this game because it's different. I see the trailer and people are diving, you know, diving and shooting, diving backwards. The trailer looks like it's gonna be interesting, and I want to see like fully once I get the game, and I'm thinking of pre-ordering it so I get the beta test. But being able to see how for myself how it feels playing it, because I'm expecting something different, you know. Maybe not like a big difference of the whole game, but like I feel like the movements, everything should be different from what I've been used to for Call of Duty. But I'm expecting good things. So, Gio?
For me, honestly, the Omni movie brings a certain type of fluidity I haven't seen in Call of Duty games in a while. Like Mike brought up a good point. The other games felt kind of like, I don't know, like kind of just stagnant.
Rough.
Like it just didn't feel, yeah, it didn't feel fluid. It didn't feel like smooth, clean. But the way it looked in this one, even the slides, it even brings a different feel on the slides and perspective on the slides, how it looks. I I think it's gonna be very beneficial to the multiplayer and bring, like I said, a new feel to it, something we haven't experienced in quite some time. And I feel like for us, longtime Call of Duty players, some of these kids don't know. We've been playing since 2007 and earlier. So we've
Don't make
been
me feel
waiting for
old.
this change. But we've been waiting for this change. You know what I mean? We wanted something different. That's why we go to other games. We try to find some other multiplayers. It's not that we never liked or stopped liking Call of Duty's core basis of what it is as a game, because we always did, but it just got stagnant, you know? So how do you feel on it, Drew?
Personally, I do think it changes the game. I don't think this is a direction for our classic veterans, though. I think this is going to be a change into new territory completely. So my thoughts here is the new players, the people that like are young and like they're hard to say teenagers, the young folks. They're gonna have an advantage here against us veterans, because I'm not saying old.
Being able to adapt.
Don't yes, because they're again they don't know the old kind of like skills that we had to have. Like he was either high sensitivity or low sensitivity kind of people. That's what you normally had. So now they get new movement options, they get new shortcuts, they get a whole bunch of things that they can just learn. They don't have to eat away or forget things and replace them. They're just learning new things while we have to break old habits. So they already have an advantage there. So that is my thoughts. But that doesn't change like the way omnidirectional is going to benefit game modes like PvE zombies, because zombies now not only will it feel different, but they're also going back to the old zombies they did. Now, Gio, I know you haven't played much zombies, and you definitely didn't play the last set of zombies. I did, and zombies my mostly go-to. So in the old Call of Duty Black Ops 5 zombies, you would be doing zombies on a Warzone map. They just basically did Warzone maps and just put zombie elements into it. You have a Zone 1, a Zone 2, and a Zone 3. And then like special missions in there that you retrieve. But now they're going back to the old school one where there's a dedicated map. In this case, Liberty Falls, and I forget the other map's name. Apologies. But a dedicated zombies map that has layouts that you buy and you unlock doors and you get gear and you have random stuff as well to find along the way and Easter eggs. So what is your opinions on that PvE situation, especially with now just overall different game modes with the same old school vibes?
Like I said, for me, it looked exciting, and I did notice it did say similar things. I think during the trailer, even that it was going back to like an old school setup. So for me, like it is bringing some interest to that world for me. Like I said, I didn't really look for Call of Duty for PvE, so I'm looking forward to giving it a try. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not saying that's a factor for me buying this game, because it's really not. It's all about the multiplayer. I didn't unfortunately they didn't show a trailer for Warzone per se, because that's what I'm really looking at too. Because like I told you guys, I wanted to feel like Blackout, like the original free for all or battle royale style. But at the same time, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of bored of battle royales, or kind of getting tired of it. So multiplayer looking the way it does right now has me excited, because I feel like I'm gonna get drawn back into focusing more on original Call of Duty multiplayer style.
And Mike, you said you're not interested in zombies right now, but they they did introduce new game modes for multiplayer as well. So they have HVT, which is the high valuable target, which in my thoughts is just kill confirmed with a few extra steps.
Yeah. It's like a manhunt.
Yeah, it's manhunt. Yeah, cause and excuse me if I'm wrong, but old school we had capture the flag, CTF, which I don't know why doesn't get put into shooters anymore. I guess it just rotated out, just like some of the old guard. Just like it was, the new people don't like capture the flag, but only veterans will play it. But not a lot of veterans will play just CTF. They'll play like a mixture of like playlists and things like that. But HVT and new game modes and new maps, which we get 16 new maps. What are your hopes? Because I know Black Ops has been criticized for its maps, and we all know maps are very important in multiplayer.
That'd be interesting with the new maps. Have they given previews? I don't know.
I don't think
I
they've
don't think
given all in-depth
like
previews of the maps, but they have gone over, like they've showcased in the next stream the maps that they're working on. Like Head to Head is one of the maps, which is just a political arena. And then they've shown zombie maps, which is Liberty Falls. But they've shown quite a few, like I think like 4 or 5 maps in next. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I only saw like 2 or 3 maybe, but I don't know if they had given more in depth into the other maps. But I would say more maybe like I'm intrigued on the maps, the more maps to come, to see how it's changed from the previous. Maybe there's more objective in it to do, to move around. Maybe more interactive. Maybe I don't know, but it's good to see new maps being implemented and seeing how it will change your strategy while you're in the game. So I'm interested in the maps, and hopefully it's a good maps.
I think
That's very helpful.
I think for the maps, what I'm hoping for personally is that they're more focused on close quarter, because I want it fast paced. I want matches to be honestly in 10 minutes or less kind of deal. I want it.
This man wants shipment and rust.
There's really no strategy.
No, but what's the one with the one with the bus in the houses? Nuketown. Yeah, I want.
Do you know how many times they've reprinted Nuketown? Like, I'm pretty sure Nuketown has come out like at least 4 to 5 times.
No, I don't want Nuketown again, but I want maps similar to like Nuketown. That's what I want.
You just want
medium size to map. Yeah, exactly.
Dying.
I want to nail people right at the start. Bang.
I do think
some strategy involved.
Well, I mean, Nuketown has strategy. Do I want to go down? Do I want to die in the left lane, the right lane, or in the house? That's where you die. So, they have benefits. Like, I do think there is a mix. I would like a mixture of maps. Like back. The way they plan out maps is they have small maps, medium maps, and large maps.
Mm-hmm.
Large maps, they don't do them like they used to, because Afghan was considered a large map. You also had the World War Z maps as well. World War Z, the World at War maps, which were pretty large as well. But they don't really make large maps as they used to, because they added verticality to them, and nothing can beat high rise and like kind of those kind of elements.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like you have asymmetrical lanes, but they're still like lanes. Like I know if someone goes down the left side, they have helicopter. You have helipad as well, and then on right side you have crane, which needs to be held differently than helipad. So these are all elements that like good maps would have. Just like everything, there are different lanes, but each lane is handled differently. So those kind of elements I would like to see in maps. These kind of cookie cutter or worst case scenario maps that have like lanes that are just symmetrical is too boring for me. And something that needs to happen is this breakup in consistency. Like everything needs to be fought over, or some things need to be fought over and then you just give up on another area on the map. So that's what I'm hoping for in these maps. We'll see how they produce, because from what I've seen on Next, it's pretty much just that. Multiplayer, like key areas and things like that, but we'll see. There is one more thing I wanted to talk about, and that is the new weapon system. Well, I say a weapon system, but new camo system they implemented. They've gone back to the classic Prestige, but have implemented new camo system and new ways to achieve challenges and things along that line. We get the old school like customize your tag, your banner, and a whole bunch of things like that. But we also get the new Prestige icons, which are apparently going to be homages to other Call of Duty games, as well as the classic Prestige of just reset, nothing extra, nothing old spice. So What do you guys thought? I know we are big fans of the classic system, but like, what did you hope that the challenge system would be, or like camo system?
Uh, I don't know if they have they stated how the camo system's going to work, because I would hope it would be kind of like back in the day, like you said, when it was challenges that you
They
had
have
to
mastery
complete.
sets. They have mastery as well, but
Mhm.
mastery is, I believe, locked to like experience on a weapon rather than
Okay.
just doing challenges. I could be misremembering what was stated in the stream, but that seems to be the case. Just like getting a certain number of kills with a weapon would unlock
Yeah.
camos at a certain point in time.
That that's that's the system I like, because it gives you an objective and it gives you a goal to a reason to use that gun. Because a lot of times, if we don't like how a gun feels, we just stay away from using it. And if there's no reason there's to use it per se, like if I don't care for something on it, then I'm not gonna freaking use it. I'm just gonna do what I have to do, whatever basic objectives I need to do. But other than that, I'm not gonna do it. So I would like to see that if it goes back to that system. And it gives you, like you said, it gives you something to play for. It gives you a challenge when you're kind of getting kind of bored in a sense. Sometimes you get a little like bored of just killing people and stuff like that. So you try to find
Never get bored
fun
of
it forward. Well, I mean, you find fun new ways to kill them. And then believe it or not, you start getting better with a gun that you probably didn't like at first. And then you're like, oh, this gun's really not that bad. You know what I mean?
And I do think challenge like the reason why I especially like the old school challenge system, like get a certain number of headshots and you eventually unlock the gold camo, was that it allowed you to play game modes that wasn't either free for all or team deathmatch. Because the masteries is like, oh, I have to get a 1,500 kills. Well, you're not doing that on search and destroy. That's just not possible. You're gonna have to play a lot of
Anytime
search and
soon.
destroy. Yeah, exactly. So challenges like that allow you to play what you want to play rather than force you into like, well, I'm going to be grinding for this skin, so I have to play team deathmatch playlist for like a good 3 hours.
Mhm.
Things like that. I hope they do not stick with, and this is a personal gripe I have with the average Call of Duty, and I actually want to hear your current gripes with Call of Duty Black Ops 5 or any the recent MW2, which is just the system where I have to play a certain weapon to unlock a different weapon, like in a system. Just like I have to get certain number of kills and with the M4 to unlock the M16, and then I have to do the M16 to unlock the M24, and I have to do the M24 to unlock the next one. That system is annoying as hell.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'd rather just be like the prestige where you get each gun at certain levels when you reach that level, and then, like you said, just do the challenges once you get the guns unlocked.
Yeah.
So I'm good with that. If they go back to that system, I think that makes way better sense. I didn't like that other, but I didn't play too much. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't play too much of the regular multiplayer, and that I was playing more Warzone, so it was a little different. Uh, I don't know how Mike feels and how much he played Modern Warfare 2 exactly, or 3 or whatever he played.
whatever.
I don't know when's the last one he played.
Where's the last? Well, I mean, I dabbled in what the last one. What was it?
3.
3
The Modern Warfare 3.
MW3.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, because my brother-in-law plays and like played it. I mean,
Yeah.
I was like dabbled. I probably played one match of a multiplayer. That's it.
Just say you tried it.
Yeah.
There you
I don't know
go.
if you consider trying it. But...
Mike looked at the game. Got it. He was in the
This
room
is
while it
Mike-
was being played.
This is Mike's first Call of Duty in 6 years. That's what you need to know, okay?
All right.
2018, when the last Black, it's the last time he played.
All right.
I do like the prestige. How it is. You know, sometimes you don't. Sometimes some games they try to overdo it and try to be clever and try to bring new things. Sometimes simple or past things
Goes better.
just goes better. You know, you don't
Mhm.
have to. You know, people fall in love with the system that you have. So like sometimes games try to overthink themselves, and that's fine because you always want to try to be creative and you want to bring new things to light. But like I don't know, sometimes like
Don't
I'm
fix
hoping
what
this
isn't
is
broken.
Yep. All right.
true, but
I mean, we'll see. I think that I've covered everything. Does anyone have any final statements? Any questions? Anything
No,
you want to bring up?
I'm interested to find out more. Like, obviously, today was the first day of next, right? So today's the
Yes,
first
and
official day. So,
the beta officially
Beta's
is
in
on
2
the
days.
Friday, August 30th.
and there's 2 rounds of beta because I think there's the
I
next week.
have no idea.
Next
I did
weekend.
not
Yeah,
sign up
there.
for the beta.
So, guys, we're speaking on day 1. Just so you know, this is Wednesday of the official day. Next started.
This is the 28th as of recording. So if we are wrong, we'll let you know. All right, that is all from us, gamers. Please leave a comment down below on your thoughts of Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and whether or not you're looking forward to picking up the game. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Later.
Thank you for watching this episode of the Part-Time Gamers podcast. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. And follow us on our other social platforms on TikTok, Instagram, and Discord. Links for those will be provided in the description. Thank you again. We will see you on the next episode of the podcast. And make sure you make some time for video games. Peace.